Hey there YouTube, this is New Guy 09100. Now if you're questioning about the quality change, I'm not using my camcorder. I got a few complaints about details on toys and stuff, so I'm trying to use the video feature on my Coolpix camera. See if that helps in any way. But anyway, back in February, I did a toy family review on G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. My personal favorite Joe, and everybody's personal favorite Joe. Well, that was back in February. Here in December, we're going to talk about his nemesis. That's right, we're going to talk about Snake Eyes' arch nemesis, the one that has plagued him for so long. No, not him. I'm talking about Cobra Commander. Yep, we are going to be talking about the Cobra Commander toy family. Now, for those of you who are asking me, why isn't Storm Shadow being considered his enemy? Well, in many ways, it's actually Cobra Commander who's Snake Eyes' enemy. The history actually ties back to a chain reaction that led to the rise of Cobra. It all began when Cobra Commander's own brother Dan was killed in a car accident, and the commander failed to see the accident as Dan's fault, and grew obsessed with taking out every last member of the family who was in the car that Dan's car struck. That last family member, would wind up becoming Snake Eyes. And so, Cobra Commander traveled to Japan, the dojo where Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow were training together. And so, he attempted to have Snake Eyes killed, but he did not want to have his own hands dirty. So he turned to another ninja who would one day become known as Firefly. And so Firefly fought Snake Eyes in a battle, but couldn't beat him. So as a result, Firefly turned to the man known as Zartan, who snuck into the camp and stole an arrow that belonged to Storm Shadow. However, Zartan killed the Master by accident, because at the time, the Master had been mimicking Snake Eyes. And because there was an arrow from Storm Shadow, and Storm Shadow had fled the scene, the whole clan registered Storm Shadow as a traitor. And so he was believed to be the one who killed the Master, while Zartan took off and hopped on a helicopter with Firefly piloting it. This eventually led to a chain reaction, and that eventually got Snake Eyes into G.I. Joe and led Cobra Commander to creating the Cobra organization. So, years later, Storm Shadow and showed up again, and Snake Eyes fought him, and it was revealed the truth that it was actually Zartan who did it. Storm Shadow joined G.I. Joe for a while, but then was captured by Cobra Commander and brainwashed back to Cobra. Now I really don't know what's going on with the Devil's Due continuity and stuff. And I actually heard recently that Hasbro has disbanded all Devil Due publications. The new series by Larry Hama is the real continuity of G.I. Joe. Me, personally, I say no. No, 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 no. G.I. Joe beat Cobra in the World War III. They beat him, they locked him up. Anything that happens after World War III, anything published, is an alternate continuity. Oh no, you are not getting rid of World War III. Cobra's down, G.I. Joe won, everything else is alternate continuity. I don't care what they say. So a few coughs. So anyway, back to Cobra Commander, because there's quite a bit to say about this guy. Hey, I'm going to come out here and say that I am a huge fan of Cobra Commander. What makes this guy so great, and I'm not talking about the cartoon series. For those of you who base your entire opinion on Cobra Commander through the cartoon series, whether it's good or bad, I pity you, because there's much more to this character that the cartoon series didn't make out. The cartoon series was more childish and made Cobra Commander act like a moron and stuff. It was kind of likable, and the cartoon series is still good, but the comics are much better. What makes Cobra Commander so great is first of all the mystery behind the mask. His true face has never truly been revealed. And no, the Rise of Cobra and the cartoon series don't count. Most medias portray Cobra Commander as wearing the mask to hide some sort of deformity, but in the comics he simply wore the mask to protect his identity. And that's what makes him more interesting. They've never revealed his full face. They've revealed parts of it, and I'm sure if you put together every bit of evidence from the comics, you could piece together his face. But no, he's best left unremained. His true identity, his true face, never been revealed. And what makes this guy so powerful is his power to influence. He built Cobra simply by promising a better future to everyone. He was a car salesman, and that gave him the power over influence. He's able to get into people's heads and persuade them to his side. That's what makes this guy so awesome. He's like this ominous figure. Oh, one other thing. He's also willing to have his imagination. He's willing to have his vision and come to life or blow himself up. It was actually revealed. Let's see if I can find it in here. In an issue where they first captured the commander, that inside this helmet here is actually small plastic mines which will explode if the improper code sequence is put in, or somebody tries to remove the helmet by force. Now that's scary if you ask me. A guy who's willing to blow himself up before being captured to reveal his identity, now that's quite frightening. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Commander. This guy is my second favorite villain of all time. Now I'm not going to exactly say who it is that I like more than him, but I do not think I should. He should remain perfectly hidden. Not going to reveal who it is. Not going to reveal it. I said not going to reveal it. So anyway, enough goofing around. Let's take a look at these guys. Now I already talked about the Pursuit of Cobra Commander in a separate hit review, so he's going to stay out of this. He's just here with his family to say hi. And of course, just like the Snake Eyes, these are listed in order from least to favorite. Now we're going to start off with this Battle Suit one. And this one, despite the name being called Cobra Commander, is not really the Cobra Commander. There's a bit of false selling there. What this actually is, and the file card even says this, is a normal guy in Cobra called Fred. See if I can get any more detail. Wondering about this? Yes, there came a point in the comics where the Commander started to feel sad and wanted to go help his son Billy. And was talking about quitting and stepping down from Cobra. Fred, being an ever loving Cobra douchebag, shot him and took his armor, and for a good long time he played the role of Cobra Commander, claiming that he was Cobra. Baroness found out the truth, booth, but still allowed him to go about it. Later, the real Cobra Commander returned, as I'm trying to remember that. I think he like set up a drone or a double, and took back that Cobra, and Fred was executed, tossed in lava. So anyway, this figure is okay. Hey, this was like the first Cobra Commander I got. He comes with his gun, on his pack. Helmet is removable, and actually the real Cobra Commander who had this suit also had a removable helmet, but he had another mask on underneath, only revealing his eyes, so you still never got to see his face. Can hold his gun. The posability is a bit clunky, and especially knowing that this is not the real Cobra Commander, a slight setback. Here, I'm pretty sure. I apologize for the lighting. We got some bright lights down here. So that's pretty much to be said for this guy. Hey, it's alright. Hey, nothing. But, given that it's not the real Cobra Commander, it's meh. So now we come to the first Cobra Commander I got, which was the Rise of Cobra Commander. Now I don't have his walkie-talkie here or his big bazooka shooter, which I'm pretty sure nobody cares about that much. And really, this isn't that bad a Cobra Commander. I sort of like his appearance, and in the movie I was okay with his appearance and stuff, but the voice didn't really remind me of Cobra Commander. And I didn't like how he would just inject everybody with nanomites. Granted, he was prone to brainwashing people in the comics, but only when he really couldn't get them to cooperate. And he comes with this needle jammer, which is actually a lot bigger than the movie. Injects people with this. And one cool little thing was the Cobra here. Now this serves two purposes, because they did actually have a Cobra in the movie. But it was really just in the lab for an experiment. It's not like he kept it as a pet or something. And then he comes with his gun, which actually many people have said is a repaint of the original Cobra Commander gun. Let's see if I can. I have no clue how the quality is going to come out here, and I'm not sure. So that's kind of cool. Oh, and the gun is really the cool part. Or it's awesome to have him with his scalpel thing, and his gun. And now the thing that sort of bugs me about this figure, first of all, there were versions that had like cords and holes in them. This is just the one that has none of that. But the thing that sort of bugs me about this, and again, as I've said, I have some problem with detail and stuff, and I can't seem to get. Now, I'm gonna do that kind of thing. I think I'm gonna need a more expensive, higher quality camera. But the thing that sort of upsets me with this is you can see that pink-like head, which is incredibly annoying, considering that that he was not that pale in the movie. When he actually got the mask on, it covered it up pretty well. Sorry. Hey, from in there. Here, excuse me for one sec.